The best books came out last year. You can find a page turner that fits your literary tastes, whether you like beach books, science fiction, thrillers, or books for women. Here are the top 5 best-selling books of 2022. Number 5. Trust by Hernan Diaz. Since it came out in May 2022, critics have been praising this rich, complex historical fiction book. Trust has been called one of the best books of the year by the New York Times, The Washington Post, The New Yorker, NPR, The Oprah Daily, and more. It is also on our list of the best books of 2022. The story is about Benjamin and Helen Rask, two mysterious wealthy people from Wall Street in the 1920s. People talk a lot about where their money comes from. When a story is turned into a book in 1937, it becomes bigger than life. In a 4-part story that has echoes of 1920s New York and lessons about wealth and ruin that still apply today, readers have to figure out what is real and what is made up. Number 4. Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver. Demon Copperhead is a New York Times bestseller and an Oprah's Book Club pick about a boy growing up in Appalachia at the turn of the millennium. It was named one of the best books of October 2022. It's also a great retelling of David Copperfield, a classic story by Charles Dickens. David, from Dickens's book, lived in poverty in Victorian England. Demon, from Kingsolver's book, lives a hard life in rural America that is clouded by opioids. Kingsolver doesn't just copy Dickens's great story, of course. She works literary magic with sharp passages that force readers to think about how they feel about American communities that are often ignored. Number 3. Stay True by Hua Su. In Stay True, New Yorker writer Hua Su remembers a friend from the past. Su, who is 18 years old, thinks that Japanese-American Ken is the best example of mainstream American culture. But the more time they spend together, the more they realize they have something in common. They don't have a place and identity in the America they live in. A few short years later, Ken is no longer alive. This memoir is probably one of the best books ever written about friendship, and it's a great addition to any collection of books by Asian authors. Number 2. The Maid by Nita Prose. Nita Prose deserves a lot of credit for making so many people love her first book. The Maid is the perfect cozy mystery. It has just the right amount of twists and turns to surprise and delight. The story takes place in a fancy hotel in the city, and the characters are all different and have their own problems. Molly Gray, a 25-year-old hotel maid, is the main character. She is very careful about her work and misses her grandmother, who died not long ago. When a rich guest is found dead, everyone talks about Molly. Any fan of locked room stories would love the setting and plot of The Maid, but the best part is that there's more. Molly is different in her brain. She notices small things that no one else does, not even the police. This page-turner shows how she tries to figure out what's going on before she goes to jail. Number 1. A Huge World written by Ed Yong. The best-selling nonfiction book by science journalist Ed Yong has gotten an amazing 4.5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, which is known for having honest readers and reviewers. The well-researched book pulls the reader right into the world of animals. Even the most proud pet owner or animal lover will find something they didn't know before. There are stories about fire-loving beetles and fish that talk to each other through electrical signals. There are also descriptions of how well a squid or crocodile can see or feel. In this beautiful narrative nonfiction book, Yong shows how animals live in a new way on each page.